Look, I know he's a young manager, needs to be given time, but looking at that yesterday, it really is now a consideration. Hibs could get relegated.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
Aye, which just sounds bad, but it just that just seems unfathomable to me. Hibs, with their budget, the size, everything they've got at their disposal, they could be sitting here in November going, by the way, we could get relegated here.
Mm-hmm.
That really hadn't entered my thought process until I watched the game yesterday. And I looked at it and I thought, there's nothing there. There's no defensive platform. The goalkeeper let another one clean through him. The defence is so shaky, a mistake for Warren O'Hara gives the goal away. So you've no security at one end. Up the other end, there is a lack of goal threat. Guys are struggling. Martin Boyle's struggling. Eli Yuhan, you don't know what you're going to get. There isn't much there in the forward sense. There's not a lot of goals. If you look at a Ross County, for example, to use them as an example, as one of the teams that you might consider could be in and around this, you've got a Jordan White goal. You've got other players there who can pop up and get goals and win games. Look at St Johnstone. You've got Sidibe and Kimpioka who might be able to pinch you a result or two. You're looking at Hibs, you don't see anyone scoring. And I looked at the three boys that played in midfield yesterday. Triantis, Kwon and Joe Newell. And the three of them look identical to me.
Mm-hmm.
They play identically. They play the same way. There was no variation in the play. Everyone wanted to come and get it to feet. There was just nothing there. It was anemic. That's what the performance was, anemic.
I tell you, even worse and even more concerning in terms of how Hibs lift themselves out of this. I think, what is it, Swanee? 15 players either out of contract or returning to their parent clubs at the end of the season. Is that right? 15? Is it 12 or 15?
I'm not sure of the exact number, but it's what we talked about before, Keith. It's about 4 or 5 managers worth of players.
Yeah, but there's so many of them coming out of contract at the end of this season. Now, where is their head at? That's a worry. If you know that you're staying, then I better get my finger out here, because we could be playing in the Championship next season if we're not careful. But if I've already clocked off, if I've checked out,
if you're going to be looking for a new club,
am I caring? I'm not that bored.
You're going to go through the pain barrier, or going to tackles.
No, and I think that's a problem. I think, look, nobody cares more than David Gray, but not even he can get this team motivated enough to go out there and just look as if it's trying.
Yeah.
So it points to a club which is broken from the top down, and I think there are some real structural issues behind the scenes at Hibs as well as on the pitch. And when you put it all into one big pot, it's actually terrifying for what might happen to them this season.
The next game...
Keith, sorry about the background horror music thing you were getting there. By the way, somebody's throwing a feeling up, but it was actually quite chilling horror movie you're talking about.
I thought it was Freddy Krueger.
Fair play, yeah.
Well, look, Hibs' next game after the international break now is Dundee away. Put you both in the spot, because it's my favourite hobby. Will David Gray still be Hibs manager on the 23rd of November?
Fingers crossed for him. I hope so. I have my doubts, and I reckon, because Dundee are a good side, a very good manager, experienced guy, that if he is still there, that is the game that might finish him.
Yeah. Swanee, what do you think?
I'm just beginning to wonder if there's a bit of a... It's totally different in the fact that Rangers don't have anyone to make a decision like that, but you're not sure if Hibs really know up above David Gray what's happening at the moment. You get that feeling that it all just feels...
Yeah.
On that, I'm not sure there's decisive action there either. It wouldn't shock me if he was still there, to be perfectly honest with you. And I'm like Keith, I would love it if he kept his job and turned it around.
Definitely.
I'd love that to happen.
Aye.
But based on that first half performance yesterday, I just don't see it. And I think, as I said, I never considered Hibs a potential relegation situation until yesterday.